All right, hey, good morning, everybody. Rise and shine. How's everybody doing this morning? We got storms underway still. It is a baby hurricane. Who said that? This is the NAC or the Weather Service called this a cyclone a couple days ago. It's a land cyclone, but stormy night. Man, I went to bed around midnight, and I knew there was going to be storms. Hopefully, everybody was prepared. This line did indeed make its way through overnight. South Carolina, North Carolina. South Carolina had another big storm, big tornado this morning. I'll show you some images of that one. But we're getting tornado warnings currently in Carolinas, Georgia, South Carolina. Still this morning, there's too many to keep up with. This is the line right now. You can still see this is the infrared radar satellite, and just clipping down into the panhandle right now. But still expect storms for the next couple of hours. I just posted a couple of graphics here. Let's take a look. Yesterday was an awful day. We've already had over 10 deaths, a couple major tornadoes. We showed a lot yesterday. Here's a couple images that just came out. This is your squall line that's entering. I know it's kind of hard to see. Let's zoom in on here. So your squall line for Eastern Carolina, Virginia is still expected to be 9 to 11 a.m. So if you're on the Outer Banks, southeast Virginia, expect this line. It's still potential risk for tornadoes and very damaging wind gusts. So lots of wind regardless with this system. So it's not over yet. This is your line. It's still moving. Let's take a look at a couple other graphics here from the Storm Prediction Center. They have a timing model here too for, let's see, where is it? Did they take it down? Let's see, mesoscale. Hang on a second. We're just going to think out loud this morning. No, they didn't put it up. Okay, so all right. So here's your current watches. Let's take a look at all your watches right now. We have everything in red right now is a tornado watch this morning. Your line again is moving east. Florida Panhandle has a strong line right now, nearing. Let's take a look at the radar. But Peninsula again. This thing we talked about. This low pressure is pulling northward and flattening out. Does not appear that we're going to have the strong storms Gainesville southward for Florida. The line is going to hang around though. As you can see, this front's going to pretty much stall. And the next couple of days here, we're going to have increased risk for possible storms tomorrow and actually even Tuesday and Wednesday here. So our front's going to stall out. We're still going to have some energy coming in off the Gulf. And let me turn off my notifications here real quick and see what you guys are saying. Still waking up. Haven't even had my first coffee yet. Hang on, bear with me. We got to turn off my phone notification. We've got 3,000 people. All right, so let's go. Yeah, South Carolina's rough. My gosh, I can't even keep up. And I do have a graph here. Let's put up tornado stats. Here is right now. There's 29 active weather warnings going on currently. So it's impossible to keep up with this. I wish I could. It's just impossible. There's 29 active alerts. In fact, we got several tornado warnings currently. This is North Florida, Georgia here, all the way across. This is going into Georgia. Three different warnings here south of Savannah. We have warnings. These warnings are actual possible tornadoes, not a watch, but a warning. Then we get into South Carolina. We got a couple, and then we get northward into North Carolina. We have one north of Durham. So, and Virginia, you're next. So there's our storm line. 29 active watch or warnings currently between thunderstorms and tornadoes. So that's going on right now. That link's on my site. If you want to know where that link is, it's a great website, tornadohq.com. And it'll also show you all the warnings for today. And there's a slew of them. Look at that. This is all today. Can't even keep up. And of course, there's an archive, and we can look at the last 48 hours. And it's near impossible to list them all today. So there's been dozens and dozens and dozens of tornadoes 3 hours ago. These are all 3 hour ago tornadoes. So hopefully everybody's safe. Individual areas, it's impossible. I felt bad last night when I went to bed. I was covering pretty much all day. The threat was there all night. We talked about that a lot. Let's take a look at live radar real quick. This line, rule of thumb, you just watch the progression of this line. And that's when you know things are going to get rough. Here's your line currently, North Carolina, as they're indicating with the timing of 9 to 11 o'clock. So the next hour or two, this thing is going to start rolling into Outer Banks and Virginia here. So this line is still about an hour or two away. Our main line is impacting Charleston. Had a lot of people asking about Charleston and Myrtle Beach yesterday. I said yes in the morning. Here you go. Your line is right on your doorstep, Savannah. So nasty weather. I mean, this is an amazing squall line just nearing Savannah right now. Brunswick, you're just about 30, 40 minutes away. There's our line down into Florida. A little bit of weakening going on in the line down in Florida, but still classic setup. It's probably not going to make it past middle part of Florida southward. So there's that. Incredible winds right now. Let's take a look at some live wind here on windalert.com. See what kind of, oh man, we got some 40, 50 mile an hour wind gusts going on already. This is a good site if you want to track real-time weather sensors, what's going on, sustained winds, gusts, and definitely looking at 60, 70, 80 mile an hour wind gusts as the day goes on, all the way up to the New York, New England region. So all right, yeah, it's hot. Here's a couple things. This is why this is all happening here. We have a huge dip in the jet stream pulling up this warm Gulf. I want to look at current temperatures right now because we're having incredible dew points. You can see where the front is right now, but we're already 80s in Florida, 8 o'clock in the morning. Very moist atmosphere, and yes, emergency. Let me read some comments here. Hey, Diane, what's up? Yep, emergency radio. It's amazing this line held together. In fact, let me show you a radar or an image I just posted. This was one of many. This is a satellite signature this morning. Right here. Leave it on there. Don't click. Click. All right. So here is South Carolina this morning, probably 2 hours ago. This was south of Varnville, and this sandwich between Columbia and Savannah, halfway between Columbia and Savannah. But amazing hook signature on your satellite. That was rare, especially in the middle of the night, basically. So that was a big one. Let's go to Twitter. So a couple of things. All right, so I do have my YouTube channel that has a Twitter feed on there. Now, also on the website, I have my Twitter feed down here. And if you ever want to see everything going on live, the Twitter feed updates constantly. And my YouTube channel, I turn off when I do my lives, but the YouTube channel has that Twitter feed too. So you can really stay up on things as they happen. So that there you go. So I have a direct link to that. This is what you see on YouTube. If you ever stuck at home, don't have your internet or have your internet, but I do have a streaming YouTube channel, and you can see the radar, you can see the watches, you can see our feed here, and Twitter is a good feed. So let's take a look at that. Let's go ahead and go to see what kind of stuff we got. Because we've had some pretty serious pictures showing up this morning already. So let's take a look. Let's see what's live going on. Tornado warning right now in Hollywood, South Carolina. Like I said, it's impossible to keep up. Brad Panovich is talking. He's out of the Charlotte area, hitting that area right now. Of course, anybody in that area knows exactly what I'm talking about. Tornado warning, Richmond Hill, Waltherville, and Midway, Georgia until 8:30. So these are Georgia tornado warnings going on. Of course, we have tons of videos coming out of Mississippi, surrounding areas of storm damages. Possible EF4, 5 yesterday we were tracking. There was a signature this morning in South Carolina that actually 2 tornadoes might have did like a Fujura effect, and like we was talking about with hurricanes. Yeah, hey, what's up, Kathy? Yeah, Mississippi got hit hard yesterday. They had that big, huge tornado go right over top of them, and they're still assessing damages there. Let's see. So, a lot of people ask about timing. Just look at your line. Tornado watches that are active. This is all you need to know. If you're in a tornado watch, and there's your current tornado watch, pretty makes sense. That's where our line is. We're talking Middle Virginia all the way down to the Florida Panhandle here. This is all ongoing tornado watch until 12. So most of this will be gone by early afternoon, which is good news. So let's hope so. Let's hope this thing gets on out of here. Let's show radar one more time. Unfortunately, this forecast panned out the. Now I got too many windows. Let me close the windows, and we'll see what you guys are saying as I wake up. As I got my Leonard Skinner cup. I know. Gee. Fujiwara effect. Fujiwara effect is a hurricane phenomenon, but apparently it happened this morning on a pair of South Carolina tornadoes. All right. Hey, Kim. Yeah, Columbia, you had a big tornado just south of you earlier this morning. I'm sure power. Somebody just mentioned. Let's take a look at power outages right now. This is another map I have. I got every map you want. U.S. power outages. Let's see what kind of power outages we're looking at this morning. Holy cow. Now that's worth posting. Look at that. This is like a freaking hurricane looking at power outages. Everything in red is major power outages. Holy cow. That's not even being shown on the internet right now. But look at this. So South Carolina right now, we have 255,000 people without power. North Carolina, 243,000. Georgia, 146,000. Arkansas, 142. Alabama, 119. And we don't even have Mississippi. Oh, yeah, we do. Mississippi. So Mississippi's got 73,000. Arkansas's got 142,000. You talk about huge power outages. Does it give you a... man, we can't see it total, though. I don't know if I can... So the Southeast, we can just look at that. There you go. So 776,000 people in the Southeast without, and that only includes South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia. So well over 1 million people right now without power. That's huge. That is amazing. And that's because of the wind. We talked, yesterday we showed these wind maps. And wind gusts. In fact, let's look at some future winds because we got a lot of fans up in the Northeast, and it's going to be just as powerful up that way later today. Here's your big winds later today. They're going to be coming in off the Atlantic, but this is around 2 o'clock probably. Look at this. Well, we got wind gusts along in New Jersey shore, 71 mile an hour. 70 possibly winds in New York, Connecticut, 60, 70. So anything blue technically is 60, 70 mile an hour. So the Northeast is going to get it too. Not so much tornado threats for you guys as because of this Gulf energy. It will be off into the Atlantic. But the winds will be there as our low pressure will be spinning way, way up here. There's our low pressure. Up in Canada, and that thing is just pulling. In fact, let's look at another graph here. We can look at, we'll just show this one. This one just kind of shows you what's happening here. You can see the low pressure pulling up, 970 millibar. Hey, Blake. Thanks, buddy. So, yeah, power outages. Let me see what you guys are saying. Again, guys and girls, man, it's impossible to cover every area. My God, this thing has absolutely been... unfortunately, everything. A couple of weeks ago, a month ago, I lost track of time, but we had one of these severe weather outlook predictions, and I don't think we had one tornado, which was a bad one, but it wasn't anything like this one, And man, the poor Storm Prediction Center has to deal with sometimes bust forecasts. This one unfortunately was not a bust, and we're going to see dozens and dozens and dozens of tornadoes the last 2 days. Yeah, Gina, whoever was asking, I'm just a weather fan. I'm a social. What they called me last year on Facebook. I was a social media-ologist. But we have almost 900,000 fans now on Facebook. So we're a team of amateurs. Crazy, right? Hurricanes are my thing, but I'm learning more and more and more and more about this kind of stuff. And this one had all the ingredients. And I tell you what, when you were looking at the 500 millibar winds, let's take a look at some graphics here while we talk. But the 500 millibar winds that were being predicted just a couple days ago, showed the jet stream dipping way south, and and then the Gulf. You just add those two ingredients together. That's why Middle Texas. I have a lot of fans in Middle Texas, and they didn't get a lot of rain from this because they didn't get to tap into that Gulf moisture. The Gulf moisture has definitely helps fuel these systems. That's why we get these outbreaks occurring north and northeast of the Gulf. And there's your dry air right now coming in. There's your low pressure up here developing. This is your mid-level winds. So let's take a look at. We'll look a couple more. We'll see if we can see it right there a little better. There it is. There's big cloud tops. We can zoom in a little closer here and look at. Let's look at Atlantic coast. Let's see how this thing looks on that radar. Well, it's not bad right there, but not really high resolution. We can look at high resolution. Let's take a look at. Anyway, I'll leave that up right there. All right, so what's cooking? All right. Well, anyway, my wife's calling me. Don't you know I'm online, Julie? Hey, Becky. Hey, what's up, Crystal? I remember Matthew. Remember we watched Hurricane Matthew skirt up along the Florida. I better text her to let her know that I'm online because she'll keep calling me. You know how you women are. If your husband doesn't pick up, it's likely to ring again and again and again. I've been out at a restaurant with some friends before, and that phone ring. So yeah, we're gonna have a lot of winds in Florida. Let's look at future radar real quick. This thing's gonna flatten out. Here's current radar. You can see that skinny wind little line right here, go just past Tallahassee into Perry. It's gonna bow out. It's gonna flatten out. That's because our low pressure is way up here, fueling this thing. It's just gonna run out of steam and flatten out. Let's look at future radar. So the interesting thing is we're gonna have this thing stall out, and the next 2 or 3 days we're gonna have increased rain chances across the southeast again. My wife wanted to hear about the rabbit. I'll tell you all the story about the rabbit while I still have you. This is God's honest truth. My dad thought I was full of it until I had a picture of it. I'll show you this in a minute. All right, so here's what's cooking. All right, so here let's just look at long range. Let me load up some images here, and we can kind of see it all cluster. So we got a bunch of little fronts coming, and there's our next one coming out next weekend. All right, so this is basically where we're at right now. Here's our low pressure up here above the Great Lakes, pulling northward, pulling all this energy. Now, you can see the Euro here. Now, there's our line. It flattens out. This is tonight. There's our line starting to lose some fizzle. And bam. So this is going to be overnight. This is going to be going into Tuesday morning tomorrow. There's our line. It flattened out. So that big line you see out in the Gulf is not going to make any dent in the Florida Peninsula today. Maybe a stray sprinkle here and there, but our front's going to flatten out. It's actually going to stall out. We're going to have another little front coming down, but tomorrow morning we're going to have a flat line, and it's just going to kind of meander. You can see it. This is Wednesday morning, so our front's just going to hang around and draped across the southeast, and depending if it drifts a little north, a little south, a little north. We could have some stray storms coming in off of the Gulf. Nothing too severe, but there we go. All right, so here's Wednesday now. Wednesday, it's still here. So we got 3 days. Today, tomorrow, Wednesday, that thing's just going to be locked down. A couple days ago, we were showing this tail of the front. You can kind of see it. The Euro was starting to pick up a little low pressure down here in the Bay of Campeche. Every year we have to relearn how to say the Bay of Campeche. I just don't remember if it's Campeche or Campeche. Hey, what's up, Sandra? We were just up there in Tybee Island, Savannah area. So there we go. This front. So there we go. So this is going to hang around. Again, if you're just tuning in, the Storm Prediction Center is showing potential for next couple days. Here's tomorrow. Nothing serious, marginal, but hey, and they're probably not talking tornadoes. They're just severe wind gusts, possible hail. It's going to be hail because of the jet stream. And then Wednesday, almost the same thing. So that's the next couple days. Hey, what's up, Blake? Yeah, man, it's hard to see what's happening because we got so many tornado warnings. Here's somebody just posted. 141 tornado warnings have been posted so far in a 24-hour span. Do you believe that? 141 tornado warnings. That's the largest since 2012. So that's about 9 years there. 8-9 years. 141 warnings already. Let's see. What else? We got a house. Holy cow. This house got moved to a road. Look at this. This was Upson County. The whole house is blocking the road. That's Upson County. Where's Upson County at? I'm so naive with that. Let's see, Upson County. Upson County is in Georgia. There you go. Thomaston, roughly. Just south of Peachtree City. So just south of Atlanta right there, apparently. Hey, Cindy, we're just looking at Twitter. There's a lot of stuff going on. Here's severe thunderstorm warnings now for Tybee Island, Hilton Head. Let's see. Here's an interesting fact. The earliest 81 degrees for a low in Miami history was May 23rd. So that might be a record Miami just broke. Is the highest low temperature usually is in May 23rd. So we're about a month ahead of schedule. All right, so here's some more damage. It's Mississippi. So, tons, 141 tornado warnings in the last 24 hours. So that's a lot. Here's, we're going to start seeing more imagery coming out. There's a lot of satellite. 28 minutes ago, reported tornado on the ground of Fairlawn, Barney, and Moncks Corner. So here's some Yazoo County damage yesterday with just tons of damage. So, but anyway, everyone wants to know what's up. All right, so again, if you're just tuning in, you're under tornado watches here, pretty much North Florida all the way up to South Virginia, all because of this one line that you can see right here. There's our line. Anybody in this line needs to pay attention. It's moving pretty quick. These things usually move a little quicker than predicted. Yeah, it's hot, Johnny. Hey, Janine, Richmond. Yeah, well, you're barely, North Florida's barely under a tornado watch right here. So let's take a look. This is your current line. Right now, the heavy stuff's over Savannah, Charleston, Myrtle Beach. It's near Myrtle Beach. And... it's going to make Eastern Carolina and Virginia in about another hour. All this stuff right here is going to start getting a little more daytime heating, so the tornado watch is up. But your Florida tornado watch is currently, let me close some windows here because I get too many windows open. All right, so here's your tornado watch. All right, Janine, here you go. This is until 11 a.m. A little deceiving though, because as the line passes, you're in the clear. So when this line blows by you, as soon as you see blue sky behind, it's over with. And then what they'll usually do with these tornado watches, they'll start erasing the tail side of them. But basically, Jacksonville area, you're under tornado watch. Just north of Gainesville, tornado watch. And again, this line will probably lose a lot of steam as it gets south of Gainesville. So, hey, Dawn, stay safe. Yeah, Savannah, no. Nope, Rachel, once this thing passes you, you're done. And I got my old school Leonard Skinner coffee mug. Had this thing forever. All right, what else is going on? Any more questions? I don't know. Yeah, well, hey, what's up, Paul and Jeanette? What's going on? Yeah, it's coming your way. Yeah, we talked about it yesterday up there. It's nearing South Virginia. Let's take a look at Storm Prediction Center. Sometimes they update really good. I have that link. All these links are on my site. I mean, a lot of this great information. Nothing new yet. So, rain for Central Florida. Nope. Very little. Very, 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 very little. Your best chance of rain in Florida is going to come tomorrow and Wednesday as this front backs up. Donna, I don't believe all towns have tornado sirens. So there you go. Just watch, just watch your, just download your radar apps. And, I got to get the IntelliCast. I like the IntelliCast. I'm going to put this on the website because it's cleaner sometimes than the one I got on there. But here's a good one. I like this one. Look at that. So that has the old boxes on there. Remember these old box tornado watches? They're kind of weird. Let's look at this one. This one's not bad. Let's see, they actually have another one I like. Let's see. Zoom it out. This is the old classic. That's yesterday's. Oh, this one's not working yet. Let's see. There it is. Okay. That's the one I like. All right. And you can click on different areas. Kind of get an idea. So I think I want to add that to the site. It's clean. All right, so what else is good? Rabbit story. Oh yeah, rabbit story. I hate to tell a funny story when you guys are in the middle of a tornado warning, hopefully. But man, I'm gonna have to post that power outages. I cannot believe over a million people out of power right now. No, it's gonna. Let's look at some future radar real quick. This thing is going to get off the coast and, well, here's a good site. If you go to my site on the upper left corner, I have links to tropicaltidbits.com. These are really quick links that go to his site. HRRR is the best rapid refresh model. Unfortunately, it kind of stops there north of Virginia, but this will give you an idea. The next 16 hours, and bam, there you go. There's the line. The line's going to flatten out. This is going into tonight. It's hour by hour. So basically, we're looking at, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. So by, early afternoon, it's done. It's going to flatten out and lose it all. So there's our lingering rains. So, North Florida, South Georgia, this is the area we're going to have this front stall out and have rain chances now the next few days. But as far as serious stuff, your line's going to be gone in just a couple hours. And there you go. This is all the way into tonight. In fact, we can look at the NAM 3KM. Let's take a look at, let's just look at the whole U.S., see what the Eastern looks like. All right, so here we go. This is the NAM 3KM. This shows you hour by hour 2. This is leaning towards the morning hours. This is what we're looking at right now. Here's our system by this afternoon, and look at that. So the Northeast will get a little more rain early afternoonish, but by tonight, pretty much all gone. and by tomorrow morning, completely gone. Here's 5 a.m. tomorrow, basically. So lingering rains in Florida. There's our front flattening out. And look at that. So, that's why the SPC's got storm threats. This is tomorrow afternoon. So we're gonna see a repeat pattern for 2 days straight. Look at that. So as our front flattens out tomorrow and Wednesday, this thing's just going to keep pulling up Gulf energy, and they mentioned hail and strong winds. So North Florida again. This all depends. Let me zoom in a little closer now. This is looking at tomorrow and Wednesday, but this all depends on where this front decides to stall. None of this stuff's too predictable, but this is tomorrow. But we're going to see. It could go a little bit farther south. It could go a little farther north. But generally speaking, this is Tuesday morning tomorrow. We're going to start to see storms develop again. So this time tomorrow, North Florida, South Georgia, storms again tomorrow morning. And look at this. They're just going to hang around. Panhandle tomorrow. This is mid-morning tomorrow. Storms across Panama. Look at that. This is going into Georgia, South Carolina. And then we get into Wednesday. Same pattern. Look at that. Our next front rolls through. Here's that snow chance we talked about last week. Midweek snow. This is our next front coming down. It's going to blow this thing out of here. But there's a good shot we can see some snow in the Carolinas and Tennessee, Kentucky area, big time. This has been showing up for days now. But there's our front. So we're going to have two days of solid southeast rain as this front just stalls. And then it finally pushes through Wednesday. This 90-hour map stops, but it's going to finally go through Florida. So, middle Florida south, your best chance of rain is going to be Wednesday. But that's been pretty consistent. So there's that. All right. Anything else? No power. Yep, a lot of power. All right, so let me show you my personal page here. This is kind of funny. So last night, I've been riding a bike. I've been doing a little exercise. My thing with this whole coronavirus is to try to lose about 25 pounds, and I'm getting there. I figured that would be my story from the coronavirus outbreak. Was it the year I lost 20 pounds? So here's this is my leg last night. I'm not trying to be sexy or nothing. Okay. So you notice that scratch on my leg. This is last night. So here, this is scratch. So I'm riding the bike. Now, let me tell you the story why I put the radar back on, because we don't want to stare at my leg. Let's put let's see, what radar can we put on? I would just put this on. What the heck? I'll tell you my story. We'll just leave this map on. Actually, you know what? The cool thing about this map here is you can click on live alerts. So we'll just kind of leave that up right there. So, all right. So riding the bike real quick. Ride the bike. This is Easter yesterday, obviously Easter. All of a sudden, I heard this thump. Like I ran over something, and I'm like, I didn't run. I'm watching my bike. I didn't hit nothing. It was like the sidewalk. I look down, and I see something. I thought I blew a tire out. Well, then I start feeling my legs, and I realized right then and there it was an animal kicking. It was something jumped into my bike, and it was kicking me and gnawing my front. So I put my feet up in the air, and it took off. It ran away, and it was a damn rabbit. It was a rabbit. Can you believe it? I posted it like 11 o'clock last night. A freaking rabbit jumped out of the bushes, got stuck in my frame, and as it got stuck in my frame, it started kicking. That's where I got my scratches in the back of my back foot. Scared the hell out of me because I didn't know what the hell it was. I was more worried it was like a rabid raccoon or something. But it got through, ran away, little white tail. So I can say I got attacked on Easter by an Easter bunny. True story. And my wife knew it was real because I took the peroxide out last night and wiped it off because everybody on my personal page said I need to, so I did. So there you go. That was my crazy Easter story. All right, so Yeah, that was pretty crazy, Robert. All right. Well, everybody stay safe. I feel bad. I slept last night. I had to go to bed at midnight. It's impossible. I feel like I left people hanging, but I had all the links that everybody needed to see last night. Hopefully, everybody got through it. There's our current watches. So this thing will be over in just a few hours. So stay safe. 10 minutes ago, tornado on the ground at Edisto Island, South Carolina. This is coming out of Charleston, South Carolina, National Weather Service. So, it's still going on. Tornado warning, Folly Beach. So, it's happening. Won't be long. Here's more footage. All right, so stay safe, everybody. Again, if I got a lot of fans in Florida. Basically, Gainesville northward is the only spot to really watch this line. It's going to peter out. Here it is. Here's your current line. That's live look. It's hitting Savannah hard. Tallahassee just passed, getting into Perry. Nearing Brunswick, past Waycross. So there's your line. Bending up a little bit north of Myrtle Beach, hitting right now. New Bern, it's coming your way. It's going to hit the Outer Banks in about an hour or so, and Virginia. So this is the next ones to watch. Everybody on the coast is getting it right now. Let's see if we can see any webcams in Savannah. We were just there before the madness started. We got there right when everything started to close. Let's see. What's a good... we can look at this one here. Here's looking at the Hyatt. Let's see if it's storming. Hyatt Northview. Can't see it. Definitely storming. Can't see nothing. Well, we'll just click them all. Here's River Street East. Let's see what it looks like. Drum roll. Hey, Loretta, what's up? Good to have you back this year. Tornado warning for Savannah. Yes, Wayne, I know. Hey, what's up, Cape Cod? Coming your way. Big winds later. Yeah, none of the webcams are working. Probably no power. Let's see I'll read everybody's comments here before we lose everybody. So, stormy day yesterday. Definitely, there's another shot. This is a Marriott. So, storms are rolling through Savannah right now. Let's go back to Twitter. Twitter's a really great spot to get live updates. Again, I have a Twitter feed. And any of you guys that have my app, I added the Twitter feed. It's really awesome. Matter of fact, I can show you that real quick. So there's Mike's weather page. I got all these cool links on here. But I added one that says live Twitter weather feed right here. See? Can't really see it. There. Anyway, click on it. And it's so cool because it's all the people that I like to track that are important. And you can scroll up like that. And you can see the latest tweets from the National Weather Center. James Spann, I have him on there. Shay Gibson, all the people I follow, even the Weather Channel, Storm Prediction Center, Jim Cantori. So if you got that, it's great because you can look at real-time information and just see everything, and then you go back to the beginning, and it'll update as soon as there's a new tweet. So that's good stuff. A little something I ordered or did. So anyway, all right, what's up? Hey, Jason. Hey, Cliff. Yes, this is an unofficial ABC live chat. We haven't got everything finalized yet, but ABC is back for another year. Love them guys and girls. Thank you, Sean. They support the Drunk Donkey and what I do here, so that's great. Also, Sparks Energy is back on my main site, and we have all these wonderful companies here that kick in a little bit. A lot of support. A lot of love for our site, so I appreciate that. Got Got some new graphics added. Bay News 9, Mike Clay here locally. They have a great tropics section, and they have a lot of new high definition tropic models and maps that I have linked here. So that's cool. Again, the water's smoking hot. Gulf is on pace to possibly be one of the warmest on record. Hey, what's up, Rich? Rich Hall always got some good information for us. So this, Gulf being hot, that's fueling these storms, and it's only going to get more as the Gulf gets hotter. These are going to fuel the spring storms that we're seeing. A little more than average. So the spring storms could be a little stronger. They're predicting because of this warmer Gulf that we're seeing. Gulf's 3 to 4 degrees warmer than average, and that could kick off the season a little earlier. And it's not uncommon to get a May tropical system. Look at that. We're already seeing Pacific colors. Look at that. Pacific's waking up. Got a little color. The color purple. Hey, Mick. Yep. What's that, Rich? What's Day Talk? Tell me what that is. Not sure. Yep, Robert. We'll be talking about the tropics real soon. Tropics are coming real soon. Let's see anything on SPC. These guys do awesome. If you want to know what's going on. All right, so I'm gonna I got a lot to do. Hey, by the way, it's Sarah's birthday today, right, Sarah? The girls decorated yesterday. So when Sarah woke up this morning, I'll show you a picture here. She got to have a little bit of normalcy. I feel bad for Sarah. She really doesn't understand what's going on with all this home stuff. But there we go. There's her little banner the girls put up last night. That was taken just an hour ago. Oh, yeah. Hey, Rich, I did read about that. I got to read up about that more. Charles, hey, Louie's doing good. And so's Rusty. Rusty's an old dog. I can't make an old dog do new tricks. I get a lot of people saying, "Where's Rusty?" But I can't drag him out of his bed to he'd get mad. But anyway, there's Sarah. I'll show you some more pictures. They were coloring. There's me last night. There's the girls doing Easter eggs. So we do have traditions here in the Boylan house. They were doing eggs. There's Louie. Louie took a picture in Easter basket yesterday. So there's your Louie pick of the day. And the girls got their baskets, so. And I took the boat out. Look at that. I took the boat out on Saturday because it's legal. It's legal in Florida still. Hey, Terry. But we took the boat out because we can. And God, I needed that. It was nice. Saw some dolphins. Oh, there's. So, yeah. So, Julie, that's my wife. Every year we go to the mall for Easter pictures. And she was bummed out this year, obviously, because we have an Easter picture every year. And, of course, the malls are all closed. So she said, "Can you take a picture of the girls and superimpose it on an Easter bunny?" So that's what I did. Hey, Ashley, yes, I know, tornado warnings galore. Let me get back to weather, but I was just doing a little show and tell. A little creepy. There's my race car days. I used to race radio control cars. I still kind of do. I was sharing that. That was fun. My NASCAR connection. All right, so let's see what's going on. Tornado warnings. Overturned tractor, I-95. Ooh, look at this. This is I-95. Holy crap. Yeah, unfortunately, interstates I-95 got hit hard. There's an overturned tractor trailer on Interstate 95. That is near the 55-mile marker on I-95 southbound. That was Trooper. That's South Carolina. So, South Carolina, Trooper Matt, South Carolina Highway Patrol. So, South Carolina southbound. Extreme damages going on in the interstate system currently. We got a news tornado warning for Georgetown and Horry County, South Carolina, till 9:15. There's Sam Champion showing some stuff. Here's that Walterboro, South Carolina, was one of those large tornadoes earlier this morning. Here's that hook signature in Walterboro. So this is out of the Charleston radar, but that was earlier this morning. Hopefully it just missed the major town there, but that was Walterboro, South Carolina. Some live news. Let's see what's going on here. Big winds in the northeast. So not, again, once this tornado threat moves on, the northeast is going to get hit hard with some serious winds. So there's that. All right. So again, one more thing. I'm going to show this one more time because it's fascinating. This is almost like a tornado or a hurricane. It is a tornado. Almost like a hurricane. So here's your U.S. power outages map again. This is crazy. So we got over 1 million people right now without power, and this is all directly related to the tornado outbreak that we've been seeing. So 2 million people out of power right now, or nearing 2 million people. Probably 1.5 million right now, I think I read. So all these states have major power outages, and that's because of the winds, the wet ground, and trees, and they knock over power lines. And we talked about the rain yesterday, flooding potential, and it did pan out. And again, here's your rain for the next 5 days. We're gonna see tomorrow, Wednesday, again. We're gonna see this front's gonna flatten out, and we're gonna see periods of storms again tomorrow and Wednesday. So don't be surprised, South Georgia and North Florida. It's going to be a stormy couple days for you. Again, this front sometimes can move up a little bit, move down a little bit, but generally speaking, it's going to be a stormy couple days here across the south as our next front comes down. And again, I showed we got snow chances in the Smokies. I'm crazy. I was going to drive up there and show the kids snow, but there's no hotels. I guess we could sleep in the car. But we might not be able to get back in the state. I think they're checking everybody at the state line, I heard, to get back into Florida. Hey, Kimberly. I'm sorry about my phone. I got to turn that off. There we go. I figured it out. Okay. So no more buzzing. So let's look at let's look at snow chances real quick. Kind of crazy. You get late April snow, and it's spotty, but still, this is through Wednesday. A little farther north with GFS into West Virginia. So you'll see some flurries, no doubt, the Smokies next couple days. Hey, Don. All right, let's see what else is going on. Let me go back to Twitter, see what you guys are saying. I don't have to sign off, I guess. I could talk all day. Hey, Cindy. Winds. Well, the winds are being fueled basically because we have a huge dip in the jet stream, and the upper level winds are just smoking right now. And it's all being pulled up into our low pressure system that's up around the Great Lakes right now. So it's just a difference of pressure. I got some jet stream maps here too that we can look at. Here's a good one here. There's your basic jet stream pattern way south. And got a couple of other jet stream maps. Here's an animation map. This is pretty cool. This is a live one here. Actually, it's windy as heck outside here in Oldsmar. But there's your jet stream blowing hard. It's dipping down. You can see that little hook here as it funnels in behind our low pressure system. But super duper strong jet, and the 500 millibar is your sometimes your fuel. We're going back to tropical tidbits here. Let's take a look at your 500 millibar winds. Let's see a better one here. I don't know. Not really. Trying to find a good link here, but this is basically your vorticity maps. But you can see the cyclone way up here. And if you just if we just look back at our normal what we used to look at during hurricane season, there it is. I mean there's 850 millibar. We're basically looking at a land cyclone, and all the wind to the east side, huge winds. I mean. So yes, 2 days ago the National Weather Center called it a cyclone over land, and this is generally what we look at, kind of like a big subtropical system here. But look, there's a huge wind field. Purples. I mean, this is 850 millibar. This is incredibly amount of winds that you normally don't see over land. Crazy. So it's going to be extremely windy along the coast from North Carolina northward the rest of the day. Extremely windy. And this is current look right now. You can kind of get an idea. Let me close out some stuff here. But there we go. These are the winds setting up. There's our low pressure. Our winds are pulling up into it. Counterclockwise flow, but all these winds, we got a big high pressure system over here too, and this fuels it. This high pressure has been dominant this season so far, and this high pressure, has been driving in the winds into East Florida and along the East Coast a lot this season, and it's also a big reason to fuel for the warmer weather in the South and blocking the rain in Florida. But you add your spinning low pressure counterclockwise here, and it combines with our clockwise spin of the high pressure, and guess what? They all meet in the middle. It's pretty fascinating. These are things I've been learning more and more about and what fuels these systems and whatnot. But you can kind of see the spinach here. I mean, you'll see the low pressure spinning here. Right now it's just north of the Great Lakes. That's our low pressure center. But all this is being fueled here, kind of like two wheels going together, and it's all going to meet in the middle. Go back to our wind gusts and look at this. This is later this afternoon. Powerful winds here across the north. And that's all going to be happening later today. All right, what else is cooking? Jekyll Island, not sure yet on that. Let's go back to Twitter, but again, wherever our line is exactly, and let's go back to real quick, as I talked about that high pressure in Florida. Some say it could be an early indicator of hurricane season as far as pushing our Atlantic systems more westward. That, I don't know if that will stay around all season or not. But it has been a big part of this right here. Here's our drought meter. So here's a current look at Florida, and South Texas is actually under 1.2. But there's Florida. Pretty much all of Florida is under a D1 drought currently. Not a lot of rain in March. And Texas, obviously, also. Everybody in the South. There's South Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi. Everybody, right here. The rains have pretty much been right through here. High pressure has been dominating down here. We basically have had a high pressure, and that blocks these fronts. And we're going to get some rain the next couple of days right through here. But big drought along the southeast. All right. Hey, what's up, Danielle? I don't know about Tampa. All I know is the conditions are definitely favorable for at least average to above average season. Whether or not you cannot predict landfall at all. It just means the conditions are there. Heat heat fuels tropical systems. Let's see, we might have a new SPC update here at 9 o'clock. Let's see if we got it yet. Or this one might have just came out. Nope, 10 more minutes, we'll get a new one. We'll leave this up here right now because this is disappearing fast. But anyway, yeah, heat fuels in low shear. So other factors obviously is the African dust, the SAL, the Saharan air layer. But that's some of that stuff is too hard to predict in the future. So, initially in the season, the reason they're predicting higher than normal storms is because the waters are warmer than average right now, and long range models predicting a neutral to La Nina setup. And you just add those two factors, then they're going to say what they've said and have chances for above average season. Here we go. This one just got updated 13 seconds ago. Look at that. All right, so this one just came out. I should post it. Let's post it together. So there's your latest SPC map. Makes sense, right? Our line's just clearing the coast right now. And it's still coming South Virginia and Eastern Carolina, North Carolina. And then we got a little chance northward. So that makes sense. There's our line. It's Boeing, not the airplane. And a little bit of chance here north of Orlando. But that's... there you go. So let me post this real quick, and then we'll say see you later, alligator. Hey, what's up, Nicole? Oh, Indianapolis. Yes, they're windy. All right, so latest SPC map is out. Our line is inching towards the coast, and things should be clearing up for most by early afternoon. Big winds still on tap for the northeast. And then our front stalls bringing up rain chances for Florida. How about North Florida and South Georgia the next couple days. All right, and we'll paste the image, put the website. Everybody says put your website on there. I like it. Click it. All right, let me proofread it. If you follow me, 9 times out of 10 I edit my posts after I post them, because I edit them after I post. But and then I get people say, why do you edit your posts after you do it? And I had the haters said that I would edit my post to make myself look right. No, crazy. Hey, what's up, Cape Cod Paul? I think this thing starts losing its punch the farther north you go. We're gonna have squally winds. Yes, early afternoon rains north of Virginia. Mainly straight line winds you got to worry about that way. Hey Cindy, the Atlantic temps are kind of normal on average. They're maybe 1 degree. We've been getting these pockets of heat off of Africa. A little warmer than normal. Remember a couple years ago, this was really cold. That was the big story. Didn't matter, because you know what? Summer comes and water warms up fast. So we usually don't get storms in the Atlantic this early in the season. So this is kind of immaterial right now because it'll warm up quick. This is the area that they're watching, because that's usually where we get the start of the season, and it's warmer than average. So especially the Gulf. The Gulf is 2, 3, 4 degrees above, and I've seen graphics showing that. So let me see if I can find it. Gulf temps, because there's some graphs showing how it might be the hottest ever. Let's see real quick. Gulf temps. Oh yeah, look at this. Here's a good one. All right, so here's a Gulf temp map from 1981. So it's the hottest since 1981. The Gulf. This is from Mike Lowry. But I've seen this posted from a lot of people. But basically, the Gulf is running 2 to 3 degrees Celsius above normal. And that's the hottest since at least 1981. Hey Thomas, hey, I wish you could, buddy. I don't know. A lot of this Facebook controls everything. I'll look into it though. It's a cool thing, and I appreciate it. I love it. I have a lot of Facebook supporters. I really appreciate that. I don't put anything important. Well, this didn't come out very clean. Oh my God! Look how little that thing is. No wonder. That's terrible. Now I have to edit that because it's ugly. Why would that be so little? Let me see if they got a bigger one on here. Probably not. It's gone. Darn it. Now I look like a Yahoo. No wonder nobody commented on it. You got a magnifying glass? Hey, Spectre Gadget? Guess I should just delete that one because it's already passed. All right, there's that. All right, cool. Hey Doug, yeah, I know the line. Well, actually, the good site too, Storm Prediction Center. You can look. They'll start assessing all these storms tomorrow, maybe today. But let's see. They might. They probably already got a bunch on there for yesterday. Here's yesterday's preliminary reports, and it'll increase a bunch. But they have 42 confirmed tornadoes yesterday and 333 wind reports. And today we've already got one. But it takes them a long time to confirm tornadoes. But yesterday there's already, well, now it's 54. 54 confirmed tornadoes yesterday so far. And this will be updated as we go on. So, hey Alex, probably soon. I don't know. Hey Thomas, actually, gosh, you know what? I did once and I forgot that link. If you have it, send it to me if you don't mind. I forgot all about it. I forgot about that. But yeah, we'll be going live soon, man. This whole lockdown thing has got me all messed up because actually I got to do homeschool pretty soon. I forgot. We got a Zoom meeting. Sarah's got a Zoom meeting. I got to get her dressed. Sarah! Boy, it's windy here in Oldsmar. All right, any more questions here? But yeah, we'll be going live soon to talk hurricanes and weather as it transpires. Luckily we're going to be in a little lull for a while, a couple days. The next couple days will be interesting though across North Florida. This will be interesting to watch. We're going to have little popcorn storms starting to develop tonight and the last through Wednesday right around this area right here. Hey Shannon, Jacksonville, you still got a strong line coming towards you. This line right here. If you're in Jacksonville, this is a live look at radar right now. This is flattening out. But you are still under a tornado watch for Jacksonville until 11. So. Hey Max, yeah. I picked a bad time to try this keto thing because I'm a beer drinker. So I've been keeping Jack Daniels busy. Oh, mom and dad are calling. Oh, I know why. They want to wish Sarah a happy birthday. I'll have to call them back. All right. So anything else cool, guys? Stephanie Hall, what's up? Lucia. Yeah, very windy. It's very windy everywhere. Here's another good map we can take a look at. This is a cool map. Look at live winds right now. You can see all the winds. Here we go. So here's that setup we kind of showed earlier. This really shows it. I see you. Looks like the Elephant Man. Remember the Elephant Man? Blah. So here's our front. Here's our high pressure. So we got a big high pressure spinning clockwise. And it's shoving wind here we got counterclockwise. So we have a figure 8 pattern. Like that. So all those winds meet in the middle. Jet streams pushing hard from the west, fueling this low pressure. And right now, it's pounding along the east coast. And all this wind's going to end up impacting the coastal areas the rest of the day. So fascinating setup, no doubt about it. We'll leave that on there. All right, cool. All right, so Fort Myers, yeah, I don't think we're going to get much in Fort Myers. Hopefully no more rental car fires down that way. Folsom Prison. There's my AJ. I remember that from last year, AJ. I hear a train a-coming. We actually have a... Anybody in Oldsmar? I just heard the train. I hear that train a-coming. All right, cool. I got to get the kids dressed because we got school in an hour. But yeah, we'll be going live soon again. Thanks for everybody. Oh my God, we had over 3,000 people watching. And it's just not even hurricane season yet. So thanks for everything. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks to all the Facebook supporters. Again, you know, if you want to be a Facebook supporter, I do a little bit extra here and there. Fun stuff. Give discounts. Just your way of showing you support me. $5 a month. $4.99. Like tipping your bartender. I tip $5 every time I buy a beer. So there you go. Just tip one beer to me and you can be a supporter. And you get a cool little badge next to your name. And in case you haven't seen, another way you can support the site is buy your hurricane season shirt. Look at that. Coolest thing ever, man. I actually had somebody just post a picture. So I've been doing these hurricane shirts for 3 years now. This one's the best one yet. I got the names on them this year. As a matter of fact, let's show that picture because it was a fan and he sent a picture. Let me have it pop up here. And then we'll say goodbye. Hey, Jay, it does appear we might be busy if it is indeed a La Nina setup. There we go. Check him out. Look at that. Mike Browner shared that photo. Look at that. The coolest kid on the planet today. Thank you, Janine. I'll tell her. Coolest kid on the planet right there. And I appreciate your support. He's in 3D. Look at that. You move him around a little bit. All right. Be safe, y'all. And this thing will be out of here before you know it. And we'll be watching this weather down in North Florida and Georgia here the next couple of days. So be good. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great Monday. And I'll be posting as always throughout the day. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.